Join me in this episode for a change of scenery as I head to Bali for 2 months to join a conservation diving project helping to restore the coral reefs. And exploring the wonders of this incredible place. It was the end of March when I arrived in Tulamben in Bali, having booked a trip with Working Abroad Projects to work as a volunteer for Bali conservation diving. The average day started with a lovely fresh breakfast, before we set off to one of the many different dive sites. After setting up our gear, it was time to get in the water. It was a short swim to the site where we took off our fins and got to work. The artificial reef structures had already been deposited on the seabed with the help of the local community, and it was our job to collect and move them into position. We placed them in the optimum formation to maximise the habitat available for fish and marine organisms to thrive. In the past, this coast was full of coral reefs, but due to habitat destruction and the mining of coral in the past, as well as pollution and climate change, the reefs have decreased dramatically, leaving barren underwater deserts. These artificial reefs help breathe new life into these waters, providing oases for a huge variety of species. Many different marine organisms take refuge amongst the structures, and during our second dive of the day, we try to ID as many of these species as we can. Coral spores drift on the currents, and some corals have already begun to naturally colonise the structures, providing new hope for the future. After the dives, we head back for lunch, where we discuss and ID our findings. We then have the rest of the day to relax. And finish the day with a delicious dinner. One early morning we booked a sunrise boat trip with some of the local fishermen. The scenery was breathtaking. During some of the project dives, we visited some of the surviving natural reefs along the coast. It was a joy to see the wondrous amount of life they supported. Fish of all different shapes and sizes darted about amongst the corals. Many different corals still grow here. Creatures were hiding in every nook and cranny. Strange worms stuck out their feathery gills, used for feeding and respiration. Weird algal bubbles grew amongst the corals and are some of the largest single-celled organisms on Earth. Stingrays search for food in the surrounding sand. Some gobies have formed a special relationship with snapping shrimp. The shrimp digs out a den for them both to live in, whilst the goby stands watch. Clownfish live in anemones that provide shelter and protection from predators. They, in turn, help clean and protect the anemones from other fish. Clownfish are born male but can change into a female if needed. The females are larger and more dominant. There are many different types of clownfish, and some are very territorial, attempting to drive off anything that comes close to their anemone. We were sometimes joined by hawksbill turtles on our dives. These magnificent animals are now critically endangered due to habitat destruction, plastic pollution, bycatch, egg collecting, and the illegal wildlife trade. These turtles help maintain healthy coral reefs. By grazing on algae and sponges, they clear space for fish to feed and new corals to grow. Small white-tipped reef sharks are a rare but encouraging sight, a sign of a healthy reef. Cleaner fish pick off and eat parasites and dead skin from other species, helping to keep them clean and healthy. One of my favourite species we encountered was the peacock mantis shrimp. These bizarre creatures are known for their strong punch, which is 50 times faster than the blink of an eye. They also have incredibly complex eyes and vision totally unlike our own. Many of the creatures we encountered were masters of disguise. This pygmy seahorse was extremely hard to spot, being incredibly well camouflaged and only slightly bigger than a grain of rice. With every dive, we seemed to encounter even more bizarre creatures. many different species of lionfish. Their beautiful dorsal fins are tipped with venomous spines. Stonefish are the most venomous fish in the world and very well camouflaged. But the most aggressive fish we encountered was the Titan triggerfish. Although not venomous, it is notoriously territorial and can give a nasty bite. We regularly encountered moray eels dwelling amongst the structures like dragons guarding their caves. The sandy expanse sometimes came alive with forests of garden eels gently swaying in the current. Yoga classes were the perfect way to start the mornings. Traditional Balinese offering classes were also available, a great way to get to know the beautiful and spiritual culture of Bali. Offerings like this can be given daily and symbolize gratitude and harmony in the Balinese tradition. It was lovely to share this place with some of the fascinating local wildlife. During our time off, we were free to wander the local area. I could spend hours just sitting and observing the insects and birds. The local beach provided the perfect opportunity to go snorkeling. My stay in Bali coincided with the Ogo Ogo festival, where huge papier-mâché monster-like sculptures are paraded and danced through the streets. The celebration is meant to ward off evil spirits and negative energies. The effigies are shaken and destroyed throughout the procession. Afterwards, what remains of them is burned to banish the evil spirits and remove any trace of them before the Balinese New Year. This lively celebration is followed by Nyepi, a day of silence, where the whole of Bali shuts down, airports and restaurants are closed, data and lights are turned off, and everyone stays home. It is a day of rest and reflection. At night, the underwater world becomes a very different place. While some creatures go to sleep and hide, others come out into the open. Species like this threadfin trevally are an unusual sight in shallow waters, usually being found in the open ocean. Many bizarre creatures emerge and become more active in the hours of darkness. It's quite eerie diving on a huge shipwreck at night, especially considering this was my first ever night dive. We returned early the next morning to dive the wreck again, this time in the light of day. The USAT Liberty shipwreck is a world-famous dive site. It was hit by a torpedo during World War II and stranded in Tulamben Bay. When Mount Agung erupted in 1963, the magma flow pushed the wreck down into the sea, where it now lies at a depth of 3 to 30 meters. The wreck lies at the perfect depth for light to still reach it and coral to thrive. We had 3 days off each week, giving us the perfect opportunity to travel further and explore the wonders of Bali. The Ubud Monkey Forest is a nature reserve and home to well over 1,200 long-tailed macaques. It was fascinating to watch their behaviour. Fruit bats hung from the ceilings of some of the temples. The sacred temples in Bali are beautiful places to visit, with amazing architecture and stunning views. We headed out from Lovina for a very special experience. After a while, we spotted the fins of spinner dolphins in the distance. It was time to get in the water. It was a truly magical feeling being in the water with these dolphins. We felt as if we were a part of the pod, and the dolphins didn't seem to mind our presence at all. Even getting a face full of dolphin poo was totally worth it for the incredible experience. It's important to do some research before booking trips like this and make sure you choose ethical tours that respect the animal's boundaries. Bali has some stunning rivers and waterfalls. Back on the project, we occasionally did transect dives. We monitored the invertebrates we saw along the transect, looking for indicator species that can tell us about the health of an environment. Sea slugs or nudibranchs are a good indicator of a healthy or stable environment, and it was great to see such a variety of different species. Species such as the crown-of-thorns starfish can be devastating to reefs in large numbers, but seeing just one or two can be a sign of a healthy reef. I only saw 2 the entire time I was there. Plastic pollution is a major problem in Bali, and we try to collect and properly dispose of any plastic we saw during our dives. This year in Bali was an unusually wet one, and it regularly rained whilst I was there. On one of my last weekends in Bali, we headed off to the island of Nusa Penida. The waters around the island are home to manta rays that come here year-round. The landscape and beaches were absolutely stunning. We headed to the hidden temple of Goa Giri Putri. We climbed some steep steps and then lowered ourselves into a tiny crevice. After squeezing our way through the narrow passage, the tunnel opened up, revealing a spectacular natural cave. This is a holy place. The temple combines Hindu and Buddhist traditions, and many different ceremonies take place here. We headed out to a popular dive site known as Manta Point. Out of the gloom, the huge shape of a manta ray appeared. Manta Point is a cleaning station, and these magnificent ocean giants congregate here to be tended to by cleaner fish and wrasse that help pick off parasites and dead skin. It was absolutely magical to be in the water with these wonderful animals. Unfortunately, Manta Point was pretty crowded with other divers and snorkelers. Thankfully, the mantas didn't appear too disturbed by all these crazy people and calmly swam right up to us. Their size and grace took my breath away. Manta rays weren't the only fascinating creatures here. Throughout my time in Bali, I have been struck by the beauty and diversity of life here, as well as its resilience and ability to bounce back. It's given me hope as well as a fierce drive to protect and conserve these precious ecosystems and our oceans against the many threats that they now face. Please like and subscribe, and if you see the hype button, give it a click. A big thank you to Working Abroad Projects and the amazing team at Bali Conservation Diving. I'll leave links to their websites in the description. And as always, a huge thank you to my incredible patrons for helping to support the production of these videos. If you'd like to help, as well as getting early, ad-free videos, then click the link in the description and join my Patreon account. Join me next time as I return to Free Spirit in Sweden, navigating locks as we head inland to explore Lake Vänern, the largest lake in Europe.